Hey everybody, I haven't been playing much Armored Core as they didn't do any new patches or anything, but I figured I'd do some more ranked matches here for you guys to watch. There's a couple of rounds that I just played, but I wasn't recording, so I just clipped them at the beginning, but I'll add some commentary between the matches while I wait for the loads here. Haven't really seen any builds that surprised me lately. Same stuff obviously as last season. Build's unchanged, obviously. I haven't found a way to optimize this any further. The mine beta head obviously is situational if you know what you're versing, but otherwise you have to expect to run into stun guns. And so we give up a little bit of stability and EN supply efficiency to have better stun gun resistance. I'm not going to need the slicer here. I want to wait a little bit because I want my pulse. Oh, okay, I did not mean to do that. Well, he made a mistake though. Although for some reason my assault armor didn't stagger him. That's okay. Oh, I thought that had him, to be honest. That was my bad. Ooh, I thought that punch was the stagger there. That was a waste. I spent my last DN on that one. I needed that to stagger so I could punch extend. A little bit rusty, obviously. I'm noticing my weapon swaps are much more poor lately. Let's not let him burn our battery here. I fired the javelin missile too early there and allowed it to be hit by the cover. He's trying to bait out the missile so that he can use cover to block it. I need to save it. That's one big thing with chasing kites is you need to pick your moment with the javelin. Because of how essential each connection point is, you have to pick your moment very carefully about when you do any one attack source. Ooh, that was unfortunate. And that one. Managed to salvage it though. Definitely a little rusty. Rusty. You'll notice that one of my favorite strategies for baiting out kites to spend EN QBing is canceling my melee lunge, not with the QB, but with the assault boost and allowing them to just pick a direction. I usually do this early before I do the prediction lunge, and I'm just trying to get a feel for them while conserving my own EN. So I just cancel the melee lunge without spending anything, in other words, and it allows me to immediately resume chasing them with a fresh assault boost initiation. That's kind of what I mean in some of my other videos if you've watched about Zimmerman pressure and transitioning from melee lunge to Zimmerman pressure and vice versa. Another build where we're not going to need the slicer. Unfavorable map roll here, but that's okay. High ceiling, wide open, very good for kites, and he's a kite while I am not, obviously. Alright, so I'm going to cancel here and get my energy back. So that was a prediction melee lunge, but I failed the Zimmerman. That's unfortunate. battery again here. Yeah, so you can see how the ceiling height here is really difficult to contend with melee. It's very high. Honestly, they could fix it though just by speeding up the melee lunge speed and decreasing the EN cost. I think melee needs to be readjusted since the speed buff for lower weight mechs was never recalibrated. I tried to drop below him there, but I went too high again. Oh, misjudging my battery again a lot of the time. Save. I'm not going to be able to assault armor him, so I need to just surrender that, I think. Let's get our stability back. We're only going to get one attempt here. Okay. Ah, I baited it too late. Drat. I expected him to run away, so. It's very important to try not to get above the kiters unless you're close to the ground, in which case you can use your melee lunge to quickly reestablish ground and also create some really complex angles to melee lunge in from, make it hard to dodge. But when you're really high up in the air, you don't have a lot of options, and so you need to free fall down, but they can, if they get below you, they're going to touch the ground first, get their battery back, and get out of there. So you got to try to bait out the battery, but stay below them. You can regain this height if you melee lunge down, but only to a point. And once they get too far below, it's not possible. I think I'll keep the Slicer for this, even though those tanks are not nearly as tanky as others. I think I'm going to keep it. Let's cancel that charge. I wanted to cancel his shoulders. That was the purpose of that kick. It was just to cancel those facades. Could also try the Slicer, but I think it's not worth it. Facades just do too much. Oh no, I walked right into that. Need to back off here, get my battery. There we go. I don't think I'll be playing too much more ranked, to be honest. I am kind of just sitting in the sidelines until they do another patch update, but every now and then I get the will to play some more matches. This is my first time on ranked today. I just did a couple of matches before starting this recording. Okay, purge the Slicer again. If I can slip that earshot, then amazing, but he's probably going to save it for a punish, so I don't think I can afford to just bait. Getting that early Zimmerman in is such a nice thing too. then backing off once I'm running out of energy. He's doing a really good job of evading though. I was hoping he was out of battery, but he was not. That's okay. Coral generators can be tricky, just because you have a hard time telling when they're actually out of battery. So yeah, he is just saving the let's go up, burn out that armor, and put him to sleep. So he's running terminal. That is a good sign that I'm gonna do something a little risky here. I would not recommend this if you're trying to preserve your rank, by the way. This is purely just for the lulz. Alright, it failed. Oh, and I messed up too. Yeah, my weapon swaps are garbage lately. Oh my god, I got double stolen by that wall. That was silly. Dude, that wall ate one of my slashes and my Zimmerman. I wouldn't be surprised if that thing took the javelin too. Ah, well, that's what I get for trying to play tricks. I was gonna try to assault armor early, get a free slicer, switch weapons, and purge the slicer, and then just have like an easy finish. But was not meant to be. I could have also saved the assault armor to try and intercept the earshot. Now that I think about it. That's okay. I'm gonna keep the slicer this time because he's stacking stability. Looks like he's around 1900 or so. So there I was really trying to like set up the slicer rather than just getting the stagger as soon as possible and then just get a lucky pulse blade punish. You can see the importance of really timing the QB, the stagger extension Zimmerman, and the slicer to work all in synchronicity there. You can see how much distance you can cover. A lot of people say the slicer can't, like it's unreliable. It's not. It's your timing with when you choose the stagger extension. It's better to QB, start the weapon swap, then shoot the Zimmerman, then do the slicer. That way, well, there's circumstances where you might need to mix it up, but the point is trying to squeeze out every last millisecond of each of those animations to get them as either started as early as possible or to delay the stagger extension while still getting the extension off. Because if you can start some other animations and then do the stagger extension, then those don't cost any time after you hit the Zimmerman, if that makes sense. But I like to do the weapons, sorry, I meant to say weapon swap, QB and Zimmerman and Slicer at the same time. Weapon swap first, though. Ooh, fragile. Okay, with ooh, is that the... That's the Fasan with the shield. Okay, so he's going to be trying to stagger me, making it very hard to approach. Meaning I'm not going to get a lot of attempts. But that's okay. I think I got enough to handle this. I just need to go around them. I know those things very well because I use them all the time. Another terminal army. These are interesting. Okay, let's add it on then. To the punish. My live streams don't seem to get near as many views as my my recordings. Maybe I should just make them more clickbaity titles. I did like chatting with people though who watch the stream and offer some commentary. But maybe I'll just keep it minimal, go off the mic and watch. You can watch the matches. Ooh, okay. I have to offer some commentary here. So those hammer tetras with missiles, you really got to come from below as long as possible until that battery's burned. So let's try to burn this guy out with time. I want to wait until about 30 seconds or so. Alright, now's the time to close the gap. Just gonna use the hammer. Oh, I didn't drop fast enough. Darn it. He's gotta be almost out of battery though.
AP at 30%.
Dang it. I failed that. I might need to just punch right through, I think, the hammer. I do like to burn out some battery though for free, because it is free. I thought I had enough stability, but no. Okay.
AP at 50%.
This is it. Let's go. Come on, I need you to run out of battery. Oh, darn it. There we go. No. Drats. That's unfortunate. Okay. Let's get high, yeah. Oh, it actually worked. Nice. Gotta really get out of the angle of that hammer. If I can bait out even just one of the hits or evade the second one by gaining height, it's okay. I can. That gives me about a 3-second window to capitalize. That does so much damage. Come on.
AP at 50%.
What?
30%.
Ah, it's a shame. Maybe I should have just got more aggressive. Just eaten the first hammer and into a kick, maybe. That does, because if you can mini stun interrupt the hammer, they won't get the second swing, which means you take half the impact, right, that you have to worry about. So all you need is enough to survive that one hit. And that lets you get the kick in. It doesn't guarantee the pulse blade, though. Although it makes it very likely because they'll lose their hover. Man, I am absolutely rusty with everything. Assault armoring, weapon swapping. It shows, guys, it shows. think I'll probably do just a couple of more matches here. Not really motivated to get S rank though, to be honest. Yeah, I really want to wait for that next patch if I'm gonna keep at it on this game. Still really hoping for those Kakaku buffs, in particular. Well, I should just say PA interference buff for melee weapons on shields, and the EN cost to be reduced slightly and speed brought up on melee, because it hasn't. Yeah, it really needs some of those adjustments to compensate for the speed buff it gave lightweights. Can't have a CQC booster that can't get in CQC range, right? It just doesn't make sense. You might be wondering why I'm doing the assault armor finish. It's because I'm not sure if they have terminal armor, and so I want to have my pulse blade available as soon as possible. And also it's just a little bit less guaranteed. It's more EN expensive if I do a QB cancel. I shouldn't say it's not really about the pulse blade being available. I just need every little bit of energy that I can get. Oh, interesting. He had assault armor. Anyways, if they have terminal armor, I don't want to spend EN QB canceling to use the pulse blade, because I'm going to need that to run away. And so if the assault armor will get the job done, it's not going to really cost me anything anyways, because I'm not going to be using it unless it's just to chip the last damage. But I can get that done with other weapons. The missile, the Zimmerman are fine for poking that last one bit of health. Oof, that's a lot of energy damage. And he's definitely going to be going vertical too. I wonder if it'd be better just to not go for melee thrusts here, try to get most of the work done via via the missiles and the javelin, the shotgun. I don't want to chase him because I don't have battery. There we go. Oh, come on, that was like point blank. That's the other buff I'm really hoping for. Yeah, I figured he was out of battery there. No energy left to QB cancel. I probably shouldn't have... No, I had to do the pulse blade slash. I was thinking about seeing if he maybe didn't know that I could true combo that. Like, pulse blade stagger into punch, 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 pulse blade finish. He might have thought it would still be on cooldown. Oh, come on, that was terrible. Might as well get my battery back, though. There's so many things I wish I covered in my melee guide videos that I just never had the room for, and the videos were long as it was. But like EN management and looking for opportunities to get your battery back while you're not doing the same for them, like when they're in the air and it's not worth chasing them, or like a really in-depth discussion on QB canceling, different melee animations and combos and orders and situational adjustments, like when there's height disparities. Melee is such a nuanced combat form. I can understand why I didn't get a lot of attention, just because it's the skill requirement to become functional at even like B rank and A rank is so high. And also like reading the opponent's build and knowing the right strategy each time is such a huge topic. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I already played this guy. double pistol and pulse blade, but super fragile. Haven't needed to use a punch stagger yet, which is interesting. There we go, that was a prediction melee lunge. Oh, I messed up the Zimmerman though. Backing away in case he had assault armor, which was the right call there for sure. Another thing I never really talked about in my melee guides was the focus, like that flyby Zimmerman when they try to QB past you. I don't want to stagger him here because I don't have a battery. Never mind, I do. I'm okay. I have punches. I was gonna say I might need to wait until my pulse plays off cooldown, but then I just remembered. Wait a minute. I'll just punch him. Okay, I think I'll do one more match, and then we'll call it there. Record time's at about 30 minutes, so a little bit past. I have some other build ideas, but I just never made a video on them. I'm kind of like unmotivated to do all this work right now because the community's like faltering until they make a new patch, or more likely they're just going to make a new armored core. Ah, interesting. Slicer most likely has assault armor. Well, actually, no, he probably has pulse armor because he doesn't have a way to finish or resume the punish. Interesting. I gotta pop my armor quick then. That's what I wanted, was just to eat the shotguns under assault armor. I'm gonna save it. Oh, no, I should not have saved it. That was a mistake. And I flopped that too. And I flopped that too. Oops. Well, at least we baited out the armor. We know what he's got now. I'm gonna do another dirty trick to cancel. If I lose the assault armor trick, or the assault armor trade, I'm gonna use assault boost to win the stagger resumption. Oh no, that's unfortunate. He should have got aggressive there, but I'll take it. He was playing too defensive, which I understand why, but because he couldn't afford another shot, but got a little too reckless and too far away. Okay, I kind of want to lose the stagger extension here just so I can do the really dirty assault armor trick. I'll hit. That's okay. Anyways, what I was going to do is just activate assault armor for the 30% reduction. That would make me only take 1400 impact, which doesn't stagger me, and then I immediately go into a kick because there'll be one tap from getting restaggered. and that lets me stagger them for free. So another reason that assault armor needs 3k impact, because right now that trick is still viable for lightweights and medium weights. Only heavies can out tank it and cancel that trick out. Anyways, there we go. Couple of ranked matches because it's been a while.